How's it going, comics fans? Today we're taking a look at Do A Powerbomb by Daniel Warren Johnson. Um, if you haven't read it, you must. And, for me, the best book of 2022, the best thing I've read in 2022, and, you know, just in my opinion, it's the perfect comic. It's kind of the, you know, Daniel, everything that he's worked on up to this coming together to create a book that from beginning to end, every single beat, perfect. And so, regardless of whether or not you are a wrestling fan, you know, it, I mean, it's just, it's a fantastic read. And so we're going to go through uh, a few of the issues. I don't want to go too deep for those that haven't read it yet. Um, it's something that, probably better to be experienced on your own as opposed to hearing it through a review. And so I'll try to limit any kind of spoilery, um, flips. But yeah, I mean, you know, I really urge everyone to go out, get this book. If you, you know, watch through the end of this video, we're gonna give away a couple of sets, issues 1 through 7 of Do A Powerbomb to our subscribers. Um, yeah, just because I want you to read it so much. I know some people they don't collect floppies anymore. I don't collect really floppies either. Um, but this is a book I read mostly digitally, and because I liked it so much, just went out and bought a bunch of copies of the floppies too, uh, just to be able to easily, anytime, flip through it again, just to read, and yeah, to give away to subscribers of the channel. So yeah, um, first issue, Do A Power Bomb. Obviously it's a wrestling book, um, but you don't need to like wrestling to enjoy this book. Um, the wrestling is a vehicle for Daniel to tell his story and show his amazing art. Um, I mean, we all, have read superhero comics and there's kind of obviously unbelievable things that happen because you're creating a world. And so Daniel's doing the same thing with something that he loves, which is wrestling. I don't watch wrestling, though I grew up with, the classic, WWF, NWA, um, that type of wrestling. Um, but yeah, I mean, you know, I know now there are more and more wrestling comics. I think Daniel, um, really shows, why that is a great kind of medium for writing comics and showing kind of action, things like that. So, starting off, we got a match between Yuba Steel Rose and Cobra Sun. So Steel Rose, champion, one of the greatest wrestlers ever in this universe, and Cobra Sun, the heel, that wants to take her belt. And found Yua to be just a amazing character, charismatic mother, wife, and a champion. Um, before the fight, she got her daughter Lana in the locker room with her. Um, you know, uh, Dad has to go to work, but Uncle Blood, her brother, is gonna take Lana to the wrestling match. Get to the match. Look at this page flip. You know, Yua, the champion, making her entry to the ring, fantastic, uh, image of her as champion, just extremely charismatic. Um, Daniel just, his art is amazing and his storytelling is amazing. She's pumping up the crowd. Um, total face. Uh, as a wrestler. Yeah, just a great character design. And probably my favorite character from this book. And then, perfectly just look at this pose, the heel, Cobra Sun coming in, cut the music, you know. Yeah, I mean, if you've watched wrestling before, this is kind of classic stuff, um, creating the drama. And then you get into Daniel's kind of incredible, drawing of action of the wrestling maneuvers. Uh, so much action. I mean, it's genius that, he's utilizing wrestling to kind of tell the story, because there's drama, there's high flying, um, kind of great crowd shots. It's just, and he does that perfectly. I can't imagine someone doing it better, this style of high flying wrestling. And we've all seen, if you're a fan of Dan, his WrestleTobers. Dan does mini comics, and he did one celebrating Jushin Thunder Liger. Love the comic. I'd love it more if Liger wasn't kicking the Great Muda's ass, and the Great Muda being a wrestler from my childhood who was probably my favorite wrestler. But yeah, all of that kind of adds up to help him prepare to create this story, visually, storytelling wise, and he really, hits every beat. And so this is kind of a spoiler, but you kind of know this coming in. I think if you've heard about the series, Cobra Sun putting on a move, slips, drops Yua. Now it becomes real, right? Now we break kayfabe and realize that, hey, this was kind of fake, but what's happening is real. And yeah, she's injured badly, and we have somebody watching, getting a lot of entertainment out of this. Flashback memory of, Yua and Lana. And these are the moments that, Dan just kills it, because obviously when you hear about kind of a high-flying wrestling book, that's what you think about, pure action or whatever. But what makes his books some of the best books is it is a vehicle to tell his meaningful story with the emotion, with the connection that, gets your heart kind of beating, gets you to feel, right? Sympathy with the characters, development of the characters. And so, yeah, this is mom and daughter laying in bed in a quiet moment, discussing life and the afterlife. And while that's happening, we find out that Yua has passed away. And so, devastating kind of moment. Yeah, I mean, even made even more, of kind of a emotional blast, with him, going through and showing kind of that relationship between mother and daughter. And it happens in the matter of, a page and a half, and a couple pages early on, And then, so 10 years later, we have Lana trying to get into wrestling. So much heart, wrestling someone so much bigger, but she's not getting any help, right? The daughter of someone that died in the ring, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, but she died in the ring, and so her uncle can't help. Her dad doesn't want her to do it. And then, boom, this random dude, Necroton, comes with a proposal. And she's like, "Who are you, freak? You know what?" And then he's got these powers, and he takes her to his land, where he's got giant wrestling ring set up, and has a proposal for Lana. So, that's the kind of exciting start to the book. What we come to find out is wrestling is it's real everywhere else in the universe and fake on Earth. And so, you have Daniel breaking kayfabe early, because obviously, wrestling is scripted. The physicality is real, but the outcome is obviously predetermined in the US, I think, like in AEW and WWE. But then, boom, issue 2 reestablishes kayfabe. No, wrestling is real, and from here on out, it will be real, and it's believable. And you, as a reader, go, yeah, okay, we're in a real tournament now, a real wrestling tournament. And he has this proposal to Lana to bring back his mom. The winner of this tournament, and it's going to be a tag team tournament, can bring back somebody from the dead. That's what he does, and he's tempting her here, and tells her to go think about it, find a partner. Who can that partner be? Maybe this guy, Cobra Sun, who has fallen to the depths. Small time, wrestling venues, physical matches, but he's not the same guy. Why? Well, he killed someone in the ring. That's why. And he just maybe lost that fire, that he had. But as this is happening, you can see Daniel, just incredible action, incredible angles. I mean, how entertaining is this? And Lana goes and makes a proposal here to Cobra Sun, and obviously she doesn't like the guy. He killed her mom, but you know what? He's willing to do it, and he has a reason to fight too, right? He can get this kind of monkey off his back. And so they decide to do it. Talking about monkeys, we find that their first opponent is going to be Orangabang. Two giant orangutans, who, right away, as these wrestlers meet up at this bar, we get a taste of who the heels are, who the faces are, and Orangabang, that's who they're facing, a seemingly a good tag team duo. They're honorable. They are fighting for, something meaningful as well. And, you few pages, a lot of sympathy. And so, how are these guys going to do? You don't know, right? There's just a lot of uncertainty. This is real wrestling. These people that they're facing are, legit. Here is kind of the tournament brackets with all the wrestlers in there. And boom, we start off just fantastic. Look at this panel. Fantastic drop kick. Just, Cobra Sun falling, feeling it. Yeah, I mean, look, the action is just incredible. Clothesline, kicks, so much drama just in the match. Then we come to probably I don't know, this might be the best page of the book is Lana finally tagging in, coming in, doing a crazy moonsault. I mean, look at this art. Foreground, all in shadow, someone raising their hand, the distant crowd, a little bit lighter, and just the angle of, Lana doing her moonsault, the ref just in shock at the height. One of the Orangutan members, in her shadow looming. I mean, this is just next level. I don't know what to say. The impact, just insane. The weight of the impact. It's just. I think to be able to do that is, you know, something to behold. And so just taking this in this page, uh, just one of the greatest pages that I could imagine. And so yeah, there we go. Then we show off some other wrestlers. Who are they facing next? Knights of Rhine. Um, you know, devastating heel group, devastating finishing maneuver. Um, King Arthur's table. I mean, look at this. The pain here, right? And then just, the emotion, the sympathy that you feel. Racket buddy, too easy. Is this guy even alive? I don't know, You can't tell, but, you feel bad for this group. So, yeah, that's the third issue. And, we won't go too much more. I'm not going to show the last issue, but I am going to show my favorite issue, which is, issue 6. We have kind of like a young Cobra Sun starting out. Crazy fire, another amazing splash. The crowd, the angle, the stairs, shooting star press into a DDT. I mean, the creativity, because it's not, this is, Daniel drawing it, he has no limit to what he can draw, the types of moves he can chain together. So Cobra Sun, young Cobra Sun sees it, and someone's watching on. He's shocked. It's the great Yuwa Steel Rose watching, and then after the match, they go out. She's trying to recruit him to her, wrestling. I don't know what to call it, wrestling federation. I don't know what, but yeah. I mean, when I talk about kind of everything that Daniel has done to create this book, if you've seen his commissions, his slice of life commissions, his WrestleTober and wrestling books, Murder Falcon and his storytelling, it all comes through and it all comes together just to create the perfect book. And so even this page, my favorite page, period, from the whole series, Yuwa saying hi, then Cobra Sun and Yuwa going out to meet to eat ramen. Perfect page. And so, it continues on. They nail the landing. Dan nails the landing with issue 7. The book is more than just some wrestling action. It's about unconditional love. It's about family. It's about enjoying the present, appreciating the present in life, and you leave you feeling like you've gone on a beautiful journey while being entertained. He nails every beat, puts in shocking surprises. yeah, the best comic of the year. Um, yeah, and so hope you guys read it. Um, the trade is out in March. Yeah, we'll do a giveaway, and so for those that have watched all the way through, um, yeah, just leave a comment. Leave a comment under this video. Um, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and a week from today, we'll do a drawing and give away 2 sets of Do A Powerbomb 1 to 7. Um, don't got to pay anything, no shipping or anything. The winners just give me their address. I'll send them the books. You can enjoy the best book of 2022 on Comic Art Channel. Okay, so appreciate you guys watching. Have a happy new year. Thanks. Bye.